Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka B.Rich Beauty, aka your beauty best friend. Happy Friday, y'all. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Mary Cosby, has been charged with 2 misdemeanors. DR.DRE'S daughter says she is homeless. And Kanye West had his second listening party in Atlanta. We're talking about that and a lot more. You know what to do. Grab your tea, grab your beverage. Let's go. Hey beauty besties, happy Friday, and thank God it's Friday. How was your week, sugar? We have made it to the end of another week. What do you have planned for today? A good old happy hour? What do you have planned for this weekend? Y'all let me know. Y'all know I'm still in Ellensburg, and in the latest episode of Being Outside, y'all hear that? It's coming from behind me. I think Spider-Man is climbing somebody's home, scaffolding, I don't know. And across the street, somebody's doing yard work. So bear with me as nature natures and we hear all the great sounds of being outdoors. But baby, the tea is hot today. Let's take a sip and let's jump right in. Did you know August 11th is considered to be National Hip Hop Day? The U.S. Senate just recently passed a resolution declaring August 11th National Hip Hop Celebration Day. And I didn't know. Did y'all know that November is considered Hip Hop History Month? That's cute. But for the U.S. Senate, y'all know I got questions, right? Such as, who asked for this day? Who asked for this day to be considered National Hip Hop Day? Did somebody lobby and say we need a National Hip Hop Day? And is this a paid holiday off? Like, now I know y'all passed a resolution, but is this like a signed bill? Do I get the day off from work? Do I get a chance to sit at home and honor National Hip Hop Day by listening to some hip hop music and all the hip hop greats? But y'all know I can't help but think a few things. And y'all know where I'm going with this, right? They're giving us everything black except what we've been asking for. Where is the George Floyd bill? Where is the Emmett Till anti-lynching law bill? Who's forgiving student loans? Y'all these little gestures are real cute, but it does not solve what we as a black community have been asking for. We need real bills, real law, real pass, and real time. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know about y'all, but this just feels very fluffy to me. It's like, we're going to give y'all National Hip Hop Day. We're going to honor Juneteenth, but where's the money? Run me the receipts. Again, George Floyd bill, we're waiting on that. Emmett Till anti-lynching law, we're waiting on that. And everything else that we need to protect the black race, we're waiting on that. And don't forget forgiving student loans for those that need the student loans forgiven. Okay? Honestly, quite as a cap, I don't really need a day for National Hip Hop Day. I listen to hip hop every day. Whitney Houston, Lettucey, Patti LaBelle. Well, y'all know I know that's not hip hop, but y'all know what I'm saying. I celebrate our music all year round. I don't need a day. I need real results. What y'all think about this? Are y'all excited that this August 11th is considered National Hip Hop Day? Well, in my DJ Khaled's voice, and another one, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Mary Martha Cosby, y'all know that's her whole name, right? Such a sturdy 1950s name, has been charged with 2 misdemeanors, and it wasn't for ripping off her church. Who said that? Baby, this franchise might as well be called the Real Housewives of Lockup, because between Jen Shaw and now Mary Martha Cosby, it's getting hot over there in Salt Lake City. Well, Mary and her son have been charged with unlawfully providing shelter to a minor and contributing to the delinquency of a minor, with a court date scheduled for August 12th at 10 a.m. Child. So apparently, her son's girlfriend ran away from home, and she's a minor, and the son's girlfriend's parents, did not like this. Second of all, how old is this girlfriend? Third of all, is she white? Because this sounds like some Caucasian-ish to me, and that the girl parents are upset that she ran away to this black family's home. And third of all, how long was this girl missing before the parents got big mad and decided to file some charges against Mary and the son on top of that? So on June 28th, Mary pleaded not guilty to these 2 misdemeanor charges and has been ordered to show up for a pre-trial conference on August 12th. And as of press time yesterday, as I was preparing for Hot Topics today, she still didn't have a lawyer. So Bravo spokespersons actually spoke on Mary's behalf and said that Mary was deeply saddened that she was dragged into another family's domestic situation, and she's hoping to have this cleared up really, really soon. Mary, where your lawyer at, girl? I know you can afford it. Girl, how are you running around here with 2 misdemeanor charges and don't have a lawyer on standby? All I know is between this Jen and now Mary shenanigans, I can't help but be petty and think, are they going to end up being cellmates? But what I do know for sure is that this show is giving us what we didn't even know we needed. And I hope they have captured all of this drama on camera, because the details around this misdemeanor has been kept very, very private between Mary, and we're hoping, because word on the curb is that the season premiere of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City will actually take place September 12th, which makes sense because y'all know they've delayed the filming of Real Housewives of Atlanta to October. So this actually will kind of help to fill in where we would have been expecting Atlanta with some nice juicy Salt Lake City drama. Baby, I tell y'all, the tea is hot today, and especially talking about hot tea. Y'all ready for this? Take a sip. Baby, this is so hot that I still got a little bit more digging to do, but I said, y'all know I believe in factual tea, not fictional tea, and this is, I could not bring this to y'all. So, there's a Nigerian scammer by the nickname Hush Puppy, aka his real name is Raymond Abbas, or Ramon Abbas, whatever you want to call it. This is him right here wrapped up in this Louis Vuitton blanket on a private jet, chow. Well, this scammer got caught by the federal agents and he made a plea deal, and a part of his plea deal is to snitch. Whew, let me take a sip. He has pled guilty to the conspiracy to defraud a Qatari businessman. Baby, you don't mess with that Middle East businessman money, honey, because you will get caught up. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, beauty bestie, what's so special about Hush Puppy, besides him not being a hush or a puppy chow? Well, apparently, a part of his plea deal, he agreed to snitch on other shady money laundering schemes that he was involved in and that he knew of. A part of his snitching on his money laundering shady schemes apparently implicates a Real Housewives of Atlanta cast member. And so much so that this unknown Real Housewives of Atlanta cast member that has African shady ties is so nervous that she is being implicated in his schemes that she has hired an attorney of her own. Now, all this is alleged. I don't know her name, but how many housewives do we know with African ties? That's all I'm gonna say. And on top of that, this man, Hush Puppy, has already agreed with the federal agents to snitch. So part of this is already kind of true because this is his plea deal. We just now have to sit and wait on who he's implicating in this plea deal as the hush of the puppy is snitching. It is so hot today. This is so hot. Ooh, so stay tuned, beauty besties, as we continue to unfold and discover what the Hush Puppy is serving up. Let's move on. All my Aaliyah fans, raise your hand. Ah, yes, age ain't nothing. Oh, wait, we're not singing that song because that's R. Kelly. But Rock the Boat and 1 in a Million. Well, Aaliyah's shady uncle has decided that he was going to revive his old record label, Black Round, and call it Black Round 2.0. So he has a new artist, by the way, signed to this record label. But he's now deciding to release from prison his Black Round jail cell all the great albums that he was holding hostage. Tony Braxton Libra. Who knew Tank had an album that he was holding hostage? And he also had an album by Timbaland and Magoo. So Aaliyah's Uncle Barry is releasing those 3 albums and has now been announced on Spotify that we're getting our classic Aaliyah albums, more than just what's on Spotify now, which is basically Aaliyah on collaborations of songs and not the albums that we love. Oh, and you can see the timeline of the different drops for us to stream these albums. I guarantee you, we all gonna be listening to Aaliyah on these days because these albums were they were a whole ministry. What makes it so interesting is because, you know, Aaliyah's brother Rashad manages the estate, and he released this statement, honey, and he is upset. And in the statement, he says that the family is tired of people trying to leech off of her legacy, doing shady tactics, trying to make money off of her legacy. So it sounds like the uncle is still cutting them out of the profits that genuinely should be going to the estate because of Aaliyah's music. And now that he's releasing it, y'all know Uncle Barry's gonna be making some money. And it does not sound like the family and the estate is getting 1 single cent. So the family's upset, but I can't say I'm upset as a fan because I'm about to be able to start streaming Aaliyah on Spotify. What y'all think here? Are we happy? Is it 50-50? Obviously, I feel like the family should get paid, but that's for them to try to work out in the courtroom. Let's move on. Well, child, we talked about this before, but DR.DRE'S daughter is back in the news, and this time she's saying she is homeless. Her daddy has cut her off. She has not spoken to him, and he won't take her calls, and she and her 4 kids are homeless. Child, she's 38, by the way, y'all, just to give a little context. Now, she's saying her 4 kids have never met their granddaddy, Dr. Dre, and that she's not seen her dad in person in 18 years. But ironically enough, apparently he was giving her a little bit of something and a little bit of an allowance, and he was paying for her rent and some utilities prior to January 2020, where it all stopped. Apparently in January 2020, he cut her off, allowance, everything, and now she says she's stuck working odd jobs, working in a warehouse as an assembler, trying to do Uber Eats, all this other stuff. And she's renting a car for $2,300 a month and all of these things, and she's been calling her daddy's lawyer to try to talk to him, and the daddy's lawyer is saying that he is unavailable and he does not want to talk to her. Baby, this is dramatic. This man over here paying $300,000 a month to an ex-wife, and he's not taking the calls from his 38-year-old daughter with 4 kids. You know, I can't help but think a couple of things, right? First of all, ma'am, if you're spending $2,300 a week on a rental car, that's actually rent and or a mortgage. So why are you homeless? Second of all, why your daddy cut you off? If he was paying all this time and you're not super close to him and you haven't seen this man in 18 years and he was still cutting you a check, what you do? And apparently word on the curb and across the street is that she was selling stories and talking to the tabloid about her daddy. Sis, that is cardinal rule number 1. You have a billionaire father who you barely talk to that's taking care of you and your kids, and you sell stories about him. You don't bite the hand that feeds you, sis. Therefore, you bit the hand that fed you, and he cut you off. You can't be upset. Now you gotta grovel and do everything else. And by you continuously talking to the blogs and the tabloid about how your daddy cut you off, is probably not going to prompt him to cut you back on anytime soon. So I'm gonna have to pray for you, sugar, and hopefully your daddy will have a change of heart and will resume your allowance, if nothing more for the kids. But sis, really? You messed up. You fumbled your own bag. How y'all out here fumbling bags? Could somebody toss me a bag so I can catch it and not fumble it, please? Let's move on. So Kanye West had a second listening party recently in Atlanta for his Donda album. And if y'all recall correctly, Kanye did his first listening party about 2 weeks ago in Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And apparently he's been living there ever since the first listening party, trying to put the finishing touches on his album and such. Well, apparently, child, this party was real lit. You had celebrities like Dave Chappelle show up, and this random man who's a runner, who's a track star, bogart his way onto the field and get tackled, child. But here's what I can't get past. This man is selling merch at his listening party of a bulletproof vest that has his mama's name on it that says Donda on the front and on the back. Y'all realize y'all walking around here looking like a scene out of Dead Presidents, right? And I can't help but put this scene together in my head, because y'all know I put movies together in my head. Who was going up to the merchandise girl saying, can I get this bulletproof vest in a medium? Or actually, should I get it in a small? How does it run? Does it run large or run small? And does it shrink when I wash it, or do I need to air dry it? You know, I think I'm gonna go with the medium right here, because it's gonna match my new Telfar bag that I just ordered in black. By the way, did y'all get y'all new Telfar bag in black? It dropped this week. I actually was able to get my hand on one. I can't wait for my bag to arrive, y'all, but I digress. Who is walking around in the summertime heat with a Donda bulletproof vest on? I can't. But for those that showed up to the listening party, how was it? When is the album coming out? Because it still hasn't dropped yet. And what does it really sound like? So all of the things, all the questions with a bulletproof vest that says Donda, y'all wearing bulletproof vests out here in these streets? I mean, I just want to know. And on that note, guys, I got to go. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel if you like this video if you like, and leave me a comment. Most importantly, check them notifications and make sure they're turned on. I told y'all the tea was hot today. Who loves you? I do. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.